that we're ready.
Eu só não
So
tava
here we
conseguindo
go with
postar o
Deus Ex
oficial.
and the winner of the incentive, Human Revolution, with Heinke.
E
Hello
vamos
there.
aí, estamos começando.
Alright.
O
Hello there.
Henk
My name is Heinke. I'm going
tá
to show
pronto
you
aí,
Deus
mandando
Ex
um
Revolution
oi.
as you have voted for it. And yeah, I think otherwise we're ready and
E vamos começar aí com Deus Ex.
So 3, 2, 1, let's start. Okay, so first things first, we're going to start with a save file which we already prepared at the start of the game, so we don't have a 6-minute cutscene. The reason for that is basically so
Como
you don't
assim,
need to
velho?
wait and sit here
O
for
que
6 minutes and
aconteceu?
nothing's happening. And oops. And otherwise we're going through an elevator. So the story is basically this: the headquarters get attacked and we need to defend it. So alright, so now we're taking care of it. And the good thing about it is that in Human Revolution the first glitch is not far away. So once we're getting off from this elevator,
nada que a internet
it's
não
going to
nos
start
responda
already.
depois. Vamos
So
focar agora no
first of all,
jogo.
we just go here,
Deus
we
Ex,
get
o que a
like a
gente tem
little
aqui?
tutorial how everything works. We take the fire extinguisher, slide it over, take it here, throw it against ourselves, boom, we're through the wall. And also, hey, T-pose Barrett.
Olha
So
só,
what
tá vendo,
happens here
gente?
is we go
A
through
gente
the
assistindo a
wall,
run aí, a
clipping
gente descobre
through it,
que
obviously,
extintores de
and
incêndio também
the collision
funcionam
works
para atravessar paredes. Olha
by
que bom.
having it only one-sided. So if
Não
you're
sabia
out of
dessa
bounds,
habilidade,
you can just
que eles
easily
serviam
go
para isso.
in from the other side. Also, here's a little cactus skip. So cactuses are very helpful, so why take the stairs if you can jump on it? And otherwise, we're just like running over here. And if you're
Eu
wondering,
acabei
like,
de
hold
receber,
on, like,
uma
didn't you go
mensagem
through
aqui
the
dizendo
air
que eu
vent
ganhei a
normally in
partida
the
de 10
speedrun?
Spark que eu tava
Then I would
jogando,
say
hein?
normally
Olha só.
yes, but there's a little glitch you can do here, which is like faster. So we're going to take another box with us,
Olha lá, o Ivo
which is
também conseguiu
going to be
tirar as
very helpful,
amarras.
and run over here.
Olha lá,
Also, this is the prologue, so it's like
pegou a caixa,
trying to introduce us to the tutorial and how everything works.
foi pro cantinho.
But before that, we're just going to clip through the stores. So, oh, there you go.
Olha lá.
There. So normally you would need
De
to wait for
buenas.
the door to open after like 10 seconds.
As paredes
but we
nesse
can
jogo
speed
são uma
it
mera
up by just,
sugestão.
well, going through the wall. Easy peasy. Alright. So now we're done. That was our prologue. Okay, so the game starts. What happens story-wise is basically now we're getting attacked and assaulted. Like, we're losing our arms, we're losing our legs, and basically our boss, David Seraph, thinks like, time to make a cyborg out of you. And so now we're a cyborg, and yeah, we'll come to the future. Also, if you might realize from the voices from Seraph or from Jensen, we're playing in French. Why, you would ask? Well, the reason for that is the French version is 13 seconds faster in dialogues. So it just goes faster through the dialogues, and because of that, we're just doing this.
Ele também comentou agora
So now
que
we're talking with
eles
our
estão
best
jogando em
friend,
francês.
Preacher,
E
and because
em
we can't skip
francês,
it or do anything, we
o
have
texto
a couple
é
of
30
time for
segundos mais
donations,
rápido
and I'm
do
just going to
que
enjoy
os
a
outros
cup of tea.
textos.
Sounds good. How about this? A Scruff McGruffin donates $100 and said, "Roses are red, violets aren't free. I want to see a
13
run of
segundos,
Halo
beleza.
3."
Não tinha ouvido se era 30 ou 13. Eu achava que era
Nice
30.
one.
Yeah, I like it. It's very poetic. And then this one's pretty simple. $25, thank you, from Celeste. And they say, "Woohoo! GDQ! Hype!"
Woohoo! Because there's no crowd, I have to do that, I guess.
Can I do a couple more?
Yeah, sure, you can go for one more.
Sure. $500 donation from Anonymous with no comment. Thank you. $500.
Nice one. Alright. Also, while you might realize, like, Hanky, why are you jumping up and down the entire time? And what is happening? So the reason for that is running in this game takes stamina. And obviously we don't have endless stamina, and there is no really possible way to upgrade it. So all we can do is just cope with it. However, if you're in the middle of the air while doing the jump and your stamina is running out, you refresh it, and well, you can immediately continue sprinting, and that's what we're going to abuse. But first of all, hey, there's a box, man. I am so in love with boxes, so here we go. Oops. So once again, we're going to do a box clip by throwing it against ourselves. Hello there. Come on. And there are two
Vamos
reasons
lá,
for that.
esperando
First
as
of all,
caixas,
it's faster.
as caixas
There you go.
colaborarem.
And second of all,
Pronto,
we're skipping a
maravilha.
trigger, which
Ele
would
também acabou de
normally spawn
explicar
enemies here. But because we skipped
que
the trigger, there are no enemies.
o
So,
motivo dele ficar
hey, we can just
pulando
run through
assim de
here
vez em
and
quando,
get the
o que
ghost bonus.
acontece?
Because Deus Ex
Aí,
is a
esse
stealth
jogo
game,
tem
or it
estamina.
gives you the opportunity to play it as a stealth game. And every
E a
time
estamina
you
dele não
go
é
through a
infinita.
passage or a way in
Então,
stealth, you get a ghost bonus. So we're getting
durante o
500
pulo, há um
extra
momento
XP,
onde há
and
recuperação de
also we did
estamina.
some
Então, para ele vale a
really
pena ir
nice
pulando
AI manipulation.
para
So it
poder
is not
manter a
that
velocidade por mais
important
tempo.
here, but it will come in handy much later. So what we're doing is basically, when the AI hears you, they turn to the last position you made sounds. And because we know that, we just literally stamp to the left and then go to the right. Also, 1337 is the code for all the doors here. So if you know,
Também é
if you know what
importante
it means, you know what it
que
means.
a
And
senha
also,
dessas
once again,
salas
box
são
clipping,
todas
because, well, we would need to wait
1337.
for the store
Para
to
quem não
open after like
sabe,
5 to 7
se você
seconds,
inverte
and
isso,
I
fica
have no
late,
time.
né?
We
Que
have to
era
go fast, so
basicamente
let's go
um
fast.
termo
And because of that, I
da
can just click
internet.
through there, and I don't need to wait. Why wait if you can go fast? Also, again, 1337. And next box. We do this one more time.
Mais uma caixinha, né?
Then again, hello there.
Que é o que ele chama de
Oh no,
box
they
clip.
saw me. How could this happen? Also, if you're wondering, like, hold on, Hanky, why are you not getting so much damage even though they're shooting at you? Well, the reason for that is basically that we're playing on easy. It has another reason as well. Later on, we're going to have boss fights and some other couple of glitches, but I will mention that later. But for now, so that you just know, it's on easy difficulty. Okay, so here we are. Story-wise, there's a hacker. He got hacked. Oh no. What a plot twist. Hacker got hacked back. And then the hacker kills the hacker. So the hacker is dead. Nice. Okay, so because of that, we just take the brain. Or we just skip it because we don't really care.
Bem, existe uma grande
we
possibilidade,
just
que eu só tô
continue with
comentando aí
runs.
do
Because
chat
we
estar
have no
com
time for
problemas.
that. And now we have like a couple of corridors where we
A
run
Speed pode
along.
estar simplesmente
There's like some
sobrecarregada, né?
fighting.
Até com a
Fun fact,
situação
but
que a gente está
fight
hoje, né? A
underneath,
internet em
is
si
not
acaba sendo um
enterable.
pouco
Like, you
sobrecarregada.
can't go there. However, with a box clip, you can enter that area. But the problem is the plane is not loaded. So if you go there, if you go a bit further to the right or left, you just, well, drop to your death. So that's not cool. But in any case, so we're just going through the Seraph Manufactory. There we did some AI manipulation. We just basically made them hear us on the top floor. They all run up and we go down, like such stealth, much wow. Okay, and here's an interesting trick. So we were in a cutscene. I saved and I loaded, and now we're out of the cutscene. Yay, happy birthday! Oops, oopsie. I killed the killer. And because we did that, we skip a conversation, so we don't need to talk with him, and the game will not continue until we either take him down or talk with him or whatever we want to do. And this way we can skip this info link and we can just wait here to talk with Farida. So, okay, we're done with our mission. Congratulations, you didn't save the hostages.
Ali naquela cutscene, ele ia falar com o cara,
and now we're
ia ter que
leaving.
esperar o texto,
Good job!
mas o que ele fez?
And basically,
Ele abriu a
we just
cutscene,
need to give a typhoon technology
salvou
back to our
e
boss
deu load
because
de
that was
novo.
stolen.
E aí ele
And
conseguiu
we're going to do
pular
that, so this is like a couple of
todo o texto que ia
run
ter.
to Pritchard, give him the typhoon, run to our boss, have a very important conversation with our boss, and then we're going to leave. And because this is giving us a bit of time, since there's just a lot of fast talking and an elevator happening, there's time for donations. Here we go.
Yes, okay. Bioki donates $10 and says, Hanky on the scene? Count me in. Whee! I don't know if I said that right. Hope to see you soon. Back with the rocket beans, Hanky. Love your runs. Keep up the good work. Greetings from Germany.
Greetings from Germany.
And then Chris donates $50 and says, I want to see the Halos fight the Halos to save the Halos from the evil Halos. Nice. Can I do a couple more?
Yeah, you can go for more.
Okay. I just want to mention, everybody, that we are just over $101,000 away from the Halo 3 incentive. So $101,000 would bring us just about 25K short of the $1 million push. So I would love to see if we can hit that in the next 2 hours before the game is supposed to run.
Sim, a prática que o pessoal costuma ter é realmente...
$25 from Destralisher, who says, Halo hype?
All right.
É aquela coisa,
So
tipo,
this scene is very interesting.
muitas vezes você não precisa nem mais olhar
Oh,
pro que você
it
tá
didn't work.
fazendo
Okay, never
ali,
mind.
porque
So what I wanted
você já
to
tá
do
acostumado
here
em refazer
is normally
aquilo 10
we can't
vezes.
skip this conversation by pulling out our weapon. For some reason, Jensen didn't do that, so got a bit delayed, but it's okay. So we just do the normal conversation. But if you get it and you pull out your weapon fast enough, then your mother-in-law will say like, "Oh no, don't shoot us," and the conversation stops. You never get the quest to actually look for Megan Reed, your wife, and the game is like, "Okay, yeah, you never have to talk with her anymore." But it didn't work, but it's not a big deal. Okay, so now we're in the limb clinic, so we need to get ourselves upgraded. So what I'm going to do is like buy some candy, well not candy, oops, buy some stuff. Then we get our legs upgraded so we can go even faster and we can do some higher jumps. And now our mission is to go to the police station. Why do we need to go to the police station? Remember the hacker who got hacked, right? So our boss wants now that we take his brain to figure
Ele
out who
acabou de
hacked the
comprar
hacker.
agora
And Jensen
os
is like,
upgrades
okay,
de
so we
perna,
go
né,
and
pra
raid the police
poder andar
station.
mais rápido.
He doesn't even really care. So in a normal playthrough, you can choose how you want to approach the police station. Either you can just go with heavy weapons, or you can just sneak in because, well, Deus Ex always gave you this kind of opportunity. But obviously, because we're doing a speedrun, we're using boxes. Correct. If you said boxes, I give you a point. Good job. So first of all, we take our revolver out. Hey, officer. Oops.
Eita.
My finger slipped. But don't worry. So we go into the police office and nobody's alarmed. Hooray! Oops. And we attack the next officer. Then let's throw the spin against ourselves. Oh no. Police officer are aggressive and whoop. Whoop through here. Okay, we are at the lower levels where we need to be. Whoops. I failed to do the jump, but it's not a big deal. So we take the hacker's brain, and because normally we want to jump around this to put the code in so the door is open, but it's not a big deal. So we can just use this object and bam, just throw it often enough against the door and it explodes. Why use hacking if you can just destroy the door?
Olha só.
So,
Bem,
hello,
aquilo ali
officers.
era o
Ouch. But it's
que ele tinha
fine.
que pegar, né?
Because we
E
took some
em vez
health
de ter que
kits
usar o
basically
hacking pra poder
from the
fazer
limb clinic, and
a
now we just
saída
go
dali e
out
tal,
of
ele
the police
simplesmente
office.
pegou e ficou
Bye-bye,
jogando
thanks for the
ele
hacker's brain, and see you next time.
pra quebrar a porta
So,
e é isso aí.
The other reason why we
Valeu, falou
killed the
da...
officer outside is he has a shotgun, and even though we're playing on easy, the moment the game gets loaded, he will shoot you, and if you're unlucky, he shoots you twice, and if you're very unlucky, he shoots you thrice. Fries? Is that even a word? I don't know. I think fries are what you eat. Anyways, 3 times. And because of that, we just kill him beforehand so we don't get damaged. And now we go back to Jensen's apartment, which is 420. So while we're going here, we have another lovely elevator scene which goes up and down, and we need to hack our own computer because Jensen forgot his own code, and because we have time during hacking our own computer, time for donations!
Yes, we love donations.
Bem, agora ele falou que vai ficar fazendo um hacking, né? Então o pessoal vai começar a ler doações lá.
Who says, "Hey GDQ,
E deixa eu ficar
my
um pouquinho com
partner and I
vocês aqui.
love
O pessoal tá
watching these
comentando que
runs
talvez seja
every year.
a mudança
Keep
por
up
causa
the
do
good
Flash.
work."
Pode ser o caso, pode ser o caso.
And then another
A
large
situação.
one, Tramp Royale donates
O cara segura a caixa com a mente.
$1,000 and says, "Here's to everyone on screen,
Olha,
behind the scenes, and at home,
se parede
amazing
são
us with their
sugestões, mãos
skills
são
and
o quê?
unwavering support. Let's keep making this another memorable GDQ. Thank you."
Nossa, você tem uma voz muito bonita. Muito obrigado, Mario.
Alright. Cool, nice, and thanks for the donations. Alright. So now that we're done hacking the hacker's hack, we're going to, or we realize that we need to go to the D-Roll Bowler Station, which is basically a gang members area, and they have the best security ever. So how you get there is very simple. So these guards will talk with you and say like, hey, you're not allowed to enter. But if you just jump on this container, they're like, okay. So you don't need to talk with them, and now we're
Interessante. Se você fosse ali
in
naquela
another
parte,
area where we do
ele tá
AI
indo
manipulation. So if you look at the minimap,
negócio de
we
gangue,
do
né?
the first AI manipulation by making them see us.
Um esconderijo de gangues.
Or not.
E
Whoops.
normalmente o container não
That's
deixa.
fine, we can still manage to run
Desculpa,
past them.
os carros bloqueiam o
Everything
caminho, mas
works.
se você pular pelo
But normally
container,
we want
você
to
consegue
do
entrar
it
do mesmo
as
jeito.
silent as possible so we don't get much damage. But, woo, 4 health, but yeah, it's okay. But that didn't work. It's still okay. We can still manage. So we just go here, take 2 grenades, and I hope you love physics and barrels, because, well, we're going to do that now. First
Ok, ele pegou 2 granadas e falou que vai usar física com barris.
Whoa, hello there, friend. And bye there. Okay, I'll just take the barrel. Protect me, barrel! Ah! Okay. Gonna heal myself. So now we're going to stack this barrel up here.
Ok, vamos ver, barril.
Throw a grenade underneath, and
Granada.
time to go up. Whee! Also, I saw his teeth. You should brush them. Okay. And this way, we're just skipping a lot of climbing, and we immediately can basically hack the part, pick up some mines, and we need to wait for
Se juntar o Hugo enigmático e o Guto, dá pra fazer um vocal digno de gravar. Que é isso?
But what just happened there? So normally, Human Revolution has not really any physics-based tricks besides the barrel boost, and it works this way that you're standing on an
Eu lembro
object,
quando eu tentei
so
fazer rocket jump no Borderlands e errei, assim, foi muito legal.
But if you jump
Não
at
foi
the
igual
correct time, the physics from the barrel gets chained to the character, and this way you can just get a huge and nice launch. So we're going to do, or we basically did that. Also, I'm eating my own revolver. I just love. If you do animations too quick, you break his arm. But sorry, I just love to do that.
Enquanto ele fica esperando ali, ele gosta de ficar fazendo essa animação. Fica parecendo que ele tá comendo a arma.
And what I love about Thema Factory is, well, what happens if you do a speedrun of a game where the entrance and the ending are basically at the same slot, just, well, divided by height. Well, simple, you can break it, and that's what we're going to do. First of all, we're throwing this box through a roof without collision, and then we're going to take it back to the beginning. Why do we take it back to the beginning? Because,
vocês já sabem o que vai acontecer.
The ending is at the beginning, and we have boxes, and we can do box clips. So, at 1 plus 1, multiplied by 3, divided by 2, means we clip through. Okay, I don't know why I said that, but anyways. So, we just clip through here, then we do an elevator clip, doing it like this, then we go slowly down here, and whoop, go here, and like, oh no, because there's fall damage, and oh my god, that was close. We're just going to get the Icarus landing, which allows us to not get any fall damage at all. And now we're in the boss fight, so this is where our friend Barrett will spawn.
O que ele fez ali?
So
ele usou a caixa, né?
Throw him 3 little mines, and
ele usou a caixa materna, pra quem conhece a referência.
So
isso no elevador, né? Caiu. E ele aproveitou o tempo da queda, porque nesse jogo tem dano de queda, né? Ele morreria, mas ele aproveitou, entrou no menu, comprou o upgrade que tiraria o dano de queda, e aí pôde cair normalmente.
And the other reason is boss fights on the hardest difficulty would normally take
Cadê a
5
Auline?
grenades or 5 explosions.
A Auline madrugou e tá muito cansada pelo que eu ouvi falar. E aí eu tô aqui no lugar dela, eu sei que eu não consigo substituir a nossa corujinha favorita, mas por favor, tentem aproveitar aí.
And now we're going to the next area, which is going to be Hengsha. But once again, David Seraph wants to talk with us, and we need to take a slow-ass elevator to get to the roof.
Tá offline,
And so
é isso
while
aí.
we're going to do that, there's time for donations, so here we go.
Okay, how about this? St. John Johnson donates $50 and says, Heinke is blowing my mind with how bonkers this Deus Ex run is already. Keep up the awesome run. Thank you, St. John Johnson. It's a good name, by the way.
Que isso, gente. Perto das minhas piadas aí, o Paulo tá bem a salvo. Fique tranquilo.
This one is kind of long, but I'll read it pretty quickly. Hey, GDQ, I've been glued to the stream all week so far and don't plan on changing that whatsoever. These speedruns have been so fun to watch, even if I'm not familiar with the game. I'll donate another 25 if the host pronounces my last name correctly. Here we go. Cheers from Prince Edward Island, Canada. Their name is Morgan Derlin. Is that right? French accent? Let's hope so.
Nice. You can go for a couple of more. We still have a bit of time.
Okay. Sir Dingley
Mais
Dan
elevadorzinho rolando, isso quer
$600 and
dizer
says,
que eles
I am
continuam lendo
here for the
doações.
lore.
Teve um desafio de gramática ali, vamos dizer.
Ben Kimball donates $250 and says, I love you too.
pro leitor de doações lá, né? Se colocar o Hugo, o Goiano e o Paulo numa sala, até o casal vai ficar com medo. Tira o Paulo, coloca o Sansini e eu talvez concorde com você, Batosai.
So $100,000 till Halo 3 as a bonus game.
Very good. Hold on, because I'm my own crow. Crow. That's an emblem. Anyways, okay, back to the run.
Então, o normal era ela que estava agendada para narrar Deus Ex, né? Mas ela acabou ficando aí na madrugada e a nossa corujinha ficou cansada.
But it's gonna be very, very short in the speedrun. So what we're going to do is, instead of doing all the missions where we need to figure out where
ter Halo ou Dark Souls ou AGDQ, o próximo jogo é Halo 3, o RedDD, e você pode ver a exclamação agenda para poder olhar todos os jogos que já foram e que irão ter.
What could I do? I'm just going to take a box with me. So first of all, you just clip
Ele pega mais uma caixa materna aí, ativa o tubo de explosão, passa pela parede.
Leave the area without doing anything. So thank you, Hengsha, and bye-bye, Hengsha. So now we're going to be in Taeyong Medical. It's pretty impressive and very quick. So that's what I love about the run. So now we're in Taeyong Medical, and this area is quite short. So first of all, we just go up here, the next code. So also I know all the codes, so don't worry about it. Also, this is very brutal. This guy asked to help him, and we say like, yeah, don't worry, we're going to take care of the gas. And then we just run away because it's faster. Also, this guy would shoot us, so we shoot him. Makes totally sense. And that way, there is no alarm triggered, and we're going to stealth it. So this is like literally how to stealth on level 100. So now the cameras see us, but the camera have like a 3-second timer. So it takes a while. And also here we just jump over the laser, and nobody knew besides that one guy who saw us on the bridge that we're here. It's very, very easy. Okay, and bye-bye. So also while we're here, we're going to take the Hippostim. The Hippostim is like the healing item, which we used a couple of times already. And we're going to do another physics boost, but with a fire extinguisher. And the problem is a fire extinguisher is a bit small in comparison to a barrel. And because of that, it's going to give Jansen some damage. And we don't want to die, because normally you can, if you're lucky, get no damage from the boost, or you immediately die. So we want to make sure that we don't die. So having more extra health is going to
Ok, vai rolar mais um daquele grenade jump. Só que como ele vai usar o extintor, e o extintor é um pouco menor, o principal, que é o Jensen, vai tomar um dano, né? Ele tem que fazer direitinho agora para poder evitar ao máximo aí o dano, né? O espaço é bem perto aí.
The next part is going to be a chain of glitches. So one I said already before, we're going to do a boost. Alright, so I spoiled a bit, but it takes a while until we do the boost. So first of all, we need to go out of bounds again. And what we're going to do is, we're going to place this here, close the door, and then we're going to get on top of the elevator. So first of all, I'd show you a magic trick. You see an extinguisher. You don't see an extinguisher. Oh no, how did this happen? And then we go backwards, and we do the Typhoon, which is like all enemies around you get attacked. And the Typhoon has a special ability. It allows us to go backwards and upwards. And because it does that, we can go out of bounds with that. And then there's our fire extinguisher. We clipped it out of bounds, so we can take it out of bounds with us. Now I'm doing some precise aligning by this line here. Put a mine here. And I'm going to save, and beep beep. Hello there. His teeth again. And so what we're doing is we launch ourselves 2 levels higher and just take the elevator. No
ele basicamente combinou
no
as coisas que vocês já viram, né? Tipo que foi o bomb clip, o box clip, né? Que foi pra poder clipar pela parede, o pulo de granada, e mais um glitch, quando ele usa aquele ataque em área, né? O ataque em área move ele tanto para cima quanto para trás. Então, tipo, combinando todos esses movimentos e posicionamentos, ele conseguiu fazer esse pip.
the triggers are mostly done in the elevators, so that way you can go to the next area, the other part gets deloaded, and you save resources. It's like very smart in game development, and you see it very often, and this is one of the reasons.
É isso aí, ele conseguiu bibi. Que foi basicamente super pulo out of bounds, né? Pra quem não sabe, exclamação OOB explica o que quer dizer out of bounds.
$150 and says, a Deus Ex Human Revolution run with Heinke? My day is made. Adam Jensen never asked for this, but I'm sure he would want that Halo 3 run too.
Yes, I want, and what a shame. All right. So once again, AI manipulation. Whoa! Okay. I guess we didn't get stunned by the concussion grenade, but don't worry, we have a quick save. So what we are doing is basically we're aggroing all of the AIs so that they're going to run into the area. Because as I said, this is like a mixture between stealth and non-stealth playthroughs. You can decide how you want to fight here. But we want to basically alarm them so that they all come running into the room, and then we throw a concussion grenade to basically lock all of them. There you go, now it worked. And because we're all stunned, we can just leave and go here, and we get a ghost bonus, so it's like, nice. Alright, now it worked. So, in a casual playthrough, if you remember this part, you will probably think like, oh no, I hated this part, because if you went for certain builds, this was pretty tough. I'll show you an easy trick how to win this fight in a couple of seconds. So, first of all, you enter the door.
Agora ele vai ter uma luta.
Second step, jump over this. Third step, throw an EMP grenade here and here. Congratulations, you've done one of the worst parts or hardest parts with ease. So, what most people didn't know and what I didn't know is that if you throw a couple of EMP grenades at these bots, they immediately get destroyed and you can just leave this area immediately. And because of that, we can just do this. Also, we're just taking all the candy bars. Nom nom nom. So, why would we take candy bars? Well, as you can see, we have a battery on the top left. And the battery drains all the time whenever we do an action. So, whenever we go in stealth, whenever we do the typhoon, it drains the battery bar. And candy in the future
complexa, né?
gives you
Joga granada, joga outra granada
so
e é isso aí,
velho. We're going to
velho.
abuse that very often so that we have all the energy in our life. Also, here we do a little bit of out of bounds by just jumping on an object which has a bigger collider and skipping half of a level by just going here and jumping over. Bye-bye!
Agora ele dá valeu, falou e...
We are at the funicular. So
e é
this
isso aí.
part is
já pulou meia fase, achou
fact,
mais uma caixa.
The game tells you, once you press this button, okay, you need to hold out for 2 minutes, and the AI gets alarmed. So they're going to actively search for you and try to kill you and hold you off to not enter this elevator. But we have a box here, and because we have a box, you probably know what that means. Time for clipping. But the problem with clipping
teoricamente ficaria preso aí por 2 minutos,
very
mas
precise,
enfim,
and you can't go through
vocês
the
sabem o
door
que vai acontecer com essa
immediately. You
caixa.
can only go through it halfway. So that's what we're going to do right now. If I could align. Come on. Oh no, the first enemies are here. Come on. Please. No. Okay, they saw me, but it's fine. I'm just going to clip. Don't mind me. There you go. Now we crouch. There you go. We're through halfway of the door, and now we just
tá no meio do caminho.
Flip through the second one, and the elevator was all the time here. So the devs tell you, okay, you need to wait 2 minutes and hold off before the elevator arrives. But the elevator's already on top, and if you do it super fast, like literally first try you do this, when you're at the boss door, the game will tell you, hey, the elevator is there, you can enter. But like, oh wait, we're already at the boss, so we don't need to wait. And, well, this elevator takes a while, so we're going to read the news here, and while reading the news, we want to have some donation. So, here we go.
Yes, Timmy donates $35 with a simple heart emoji. Thank you, Timmy.
Vamos ler pouquinho as notícias.
Peter donates $50. Loving AGDQ so far. I need to see this Halo 3 run.
Okay, essa não posso
Come on, everybody, let's finish this fight.
General Bragg, oficiais de Beltover.
A couple more?
Discutem sobre estratégia militar.
Yeah, go for more. Sorry.
Okay.
Movimento separatista crescendo
They say,
na parte
happy to see
noroeste dos
GDQ in
Estados
action.
Unidos.
Way to start a new year. Good luck to the runners and have a good
Nossa,
time.
tem várias coisas ali. Tem uma propaganda do
Love those
Outback.
positive vibes.
Rapper no chão, morto em tiroteio em Nova York.
$50 and says, thanks for all the hard work, y'all. Let's get that Halo 3 run going. As far as Halo 3 goes, we're about just over $97,000 short of hitting Halo 3, and we have about 2 hours.
Let's go for it. Alright, so now we're at the bottom of this funicular. So we're first of all going to be very stealthy again. We're just going to jump over this laser fence. Nobody ever expected that. And oh hey, a box! How convenient! Also, wow, I got the shotgun shot there, which drained a lot of my health, but it's fine because we just clipped through here and there are no enemies. So now we're code 8021. Simple as that. And now we're going to take grenades, and the next fight is going to happen. So, it's very simple. Throw a grenade at the ground, stun her, throw another grenade, stun her again, throw another grenade. Congratulations, she did. Very easy. So, in my casual playthrough, I had the trouble of playing it stealthily because I like stealth game. And when I went to this area, I had no weapons and items, and I didn't know back then that you can basically just destroy those parts here with her Typhoon attack. And if you do that, she gets immense damage, and thanks to that, you can just kill her easier. And also, there's a lot of supplies. You can just farm everything and just shoot at her. But if you don't know that, then you're a bit in trouble. And also, why would you run into the corridor and then run back? So the trigger... Oops. I said not ready. Okay, it's fine. We just talk again. So we just do that to spawn Clarita already, so they can loot the entire position because we can't immediately talk with her. And now we go back to our own apartment where we are going to talk and find Seraph. And once again, elevators are slow in this game, but oh hey, look at that! There is a fire extinguisher. What can I do with that? Well, we're going to take the fire extinguisher express because I love that. It is faster, it is nicer, it goes out of bounds, and it doesn't load textures. So why take a normal elevator if you can just take the fire extinguisher express? And how this works is, as I mentioned before, this is a good example, as well. A good example, for example.
Ali era a casa dele, ele tinha que sair de casa e ele podia pegar o elevador, mas por quê?
You basically don't load the next textures and the next area because you're not going through those trigger zones in the elevators. So what you do is skip it and then you go through. Also, we shoot this barrel because it's in the way and it saves 0.3 seconds. And also, all these guys are now shocked because they hear the shot, but they don't know why. And oh look, another box! What could I do with that? But in any case, so that way we can just take a faster way to go through the apartment and not waste 30 seconds. So normally you would need to go through there, then you talk with Seraph, then you go down and... Oh, so slow. I want to go fast, so we're going fast. And oh, hello there. Then we just jump over here. There's a lot of police, but no problem. So here we do a huge
skip of the segment.
Beleza. Normally you would need to find Darrow.
Ah, que coisa.
Not Darrow.
Por que eu acho que não?
Is it Miller? I think it's Miller. I'm not sure right now. I forgot the name. I'm sorry. I play too many of the games in cross-section. So sometimes it's Deus Ex, sometimes it's Mankind Divided, sometimes Human Revolution, and I forget the names and mix everything. In any case, we need to talk with him, win a conversation, and then go to Seraph's Industries. What do? We clip out of bounds. The trigger to get to Seraph Industries is still active. We go through the door, and the game is like, oh, hey, you finished the conversation and the mission already. All right, here you go. It spawns you immediately in the center, and you can continue the run. Very nice. Right, Miller was in Mankind Divided, now that I'm thinking of it. But what was that? There is Darrow, there is Seraph, and there is someone. It's fine, doesn't matter. But we have a bit of time. Also, we're going to change the difficulty to give me a challenge because, well, it's going to be too easy. But we'll explain that later. And, well, since we need to take the elevator once again, we have a bit of time, so donation time.
Okay, ele aumentou a dificuldade.
How about this one? Very simple. Chief donates $1,000 and says, Halo 3. That's it. Justice Reigns donates $787 and says, Halo,
e ele
please.
Falou, Halo 3.
We also have a donation from Char Bunny who says, donating for the magic fire extinguisher trick. That was awesome. That's $50. Thank you, Char Bunny.
Cool. Thanks, you like it.
I agree with this person so much. $50 from Herm, who says, Heinke, your enthusiasm makes me so happy. Thanks. Yeah, Heinke's awesome. Can we get some GDQ claps for Heinke?
Thank you very much. Glad you enjoy it. I'm glad you like the show.
O chat da Twitch tava bem ruim, todo mundo tava reclamando aí.
E
pro pessoal que tá chegando agora, o pessoal pode falar agora.
Oh, no.
Vocês estão na retransmissão oficial da Awesome Games Done Quick, maratona Speedruns online que tá acontecendo aí. Já arrecadou $871 mil aí pra ajudar a Prevent Cancer Foundation.
We do a little skip here. So the enemies never saw us, but we have to sacrifice Farida. So we're going to lose our pilot because she's going to get attacked. And the reason I'm standing on this Twitch, if you're wondering, is to basically skip a dialogue where you see her getting executed. Instead, you just see her helicopter blow up. And also because she's going to get the other reason we higher the difficulty is so that Farida gets more damage, and because she receives more damage, we can go through this area faster. But yeah, bye Farida. And because her dialogue ends in the way where we can go through the door, we just leave. But good news for you guys. In Mankind Divided, you have an Easter egg where if you open a cereal box, there's a small helicopter from Farida where she survived. But yeah, so now we're back again in Hangsha, and now we need to find Tong. So since we know where he is, we're just going to run to him. And now that we have the awesome, cool invisibility, we're going to use it because this guy here wants to talk with us. If you don't want to talk with NPCs, don't worry, just turn invisible, easy.
Olha só, dos upgrades que ele pegou foi ficar invisível. Tinha cara ali que ia provocar uma fala com ele, então ele simplesmente ficou invisível e foi embora. Deixou lá. Aí, ó. Grande utilidade. Você viu aquele cara ali, eu queria bater um papo com aquele cara ali, pô. Deixa eu ligar o...
More donations we can do.
Ligar a invisibilidade
Lazy Egg donates $25 and says, love the event. Keep up the great work, everyone, with a heart. Thank you, Lazy Egg.
Oh.
We love you too. Jamie donates $250.
No Bic tá baixo?
Says, thanks to everyone who's donating
então
to
vamos ver se melhora pouco agora.
Cause. Thank you, Jamie. Ooh, I like where Zero Jedi is going with this one. They donate $20 and they say, 4 tickets to the $5 train, please. I told my cat that we might get a run of Halo 3 if Twitch chat can come through, and he didn't seem to care.
Então nós aprendemos hoje que paredes são sugestões e caixas são deuses. É isso aí.
I believe too. Alright, so now all those enemies we just saw in the sewer system, they would normally attack us. Also, we just steal his laser rifle. Haha, evil. And oh no, we're having glitches, so maybe I should explain one thing after another. But anyway, so all those enemies became our friends after we talked with Tong. And so like now we can go through the sewer system without having any worries. And we stole his laser gun. We need the laser gun anyways. And the next one is we're having glitches. The glitches appear because story-wise you have a choice now where you can either get them fixed at the limb clinic or you leave it. But it's a trap! Oh no! So normally if you go to the limb clinic, those glitches disappear, but in the next boss fight they reappear because it's a trap. And if you don't do it, then the boss is like, surprise Pikachu face, you fooled us! And then you're like, ha, take this, and then you just beat him anyways. But regardless, so now we're going to
não se preocupem se vocês não assistiram alguma coisa, viu, gente? Os VODs da retransmissão ficam salvos aqui no canal, viu? E inclusive serão exportados para o YouTube.
And put some codes in here, and we're going to place a bomb so that nothing ever happens and we can just leave to the next area. So once again, we jump here. There's going to be a turret with 2 guards, so we just turn invisible, ninja style. And then go over here and enter the door. Excuse me. There you go. Put a bomb here. Come on. And we're done with Hangsha. Now, let's go to Singapore. Fun fact, this is not the director's cut version. If you're wondering like, oh hey, why aren't we not at the missing link part? It's basically, in the original, they were completely out of context. The director's cut version later on adds it, because they were separated games.
Eu zerei esse game ontem e hoje tem o run dele, tô impressionado. Pois é, Mark. Olha, tem muita coisa nesse evento ainda, viu? Só da exclamação agenda, vocês vão conseguir ver o que já aconteceu e o que ainda vai acontecer até domingo. Sim, muitas vezes ele tá comentando que ele manipula os inimigos em boa parte por justamente não passar por alguns triggers de movimentação.
Then we make sure that we hit the trigger to load the next area, so that we have all the collision, but we have no textures. And now we do magic tricks. So go here, go forward.
Ok, ele tá numa área onde ele tipo,
run forward, run all the way forward until you see that you
ele
can't
está aí,
forward
mas ele não tem nenhuma textura.
Okay. When you go backwards, look at this hill. Run all the way through there. Just go. Don't worry about anything. Just go into the void. Become one with the void. And
ele tá basicamente seguindo uma direção correta e aí olha onde ele tá.
So, Hanky, what are you doing? What is happening? Why are you having so many confusions? Question marks. It's not. English hard very much. Very well. Okay. So what is happening? We trigger the next area by loading.
Ele é muito bom explicando o Hank.
Ele
é muito bom, tanto que eu tô conseguindo ouvi-lo e conseguindo explicar a maioria das coisas.
We know the layout of the level. So there is like, when you enter the trigger or when you go through the elevator, you start the boss fight. But we don't want to start the boss fight, we just want to skip it. So we go around that trigger and then go through the hallway where the door is. The door is still active. So once you go there, a cutscene loads. And this cutscene assumes that you finished the part before, but you did not. And because this way you can sequence break the fight, you can just immediately go to the hangar and go with a rocket to Panchea.
Basicamente, aí teria chefe, mas ele simplesmente foi até o próximo ponto. E o que ele vai fazer é esperar um pouquinho, acionar essa parte e pular toda e pular toda a luta em si do chefe.
A list from a special donor that we know named Anonymous. Anonymous donates $500. Anonymous donates $500. Anonymous donates $500. And two more Anonymous donates $250 each. GDQ clap for Anonymous. We love Anonymous, don't we?
Olha só.
Nice. Well done, well done.
Diversas pessoas doaram anonimamente aí caminhão de dinheiro aí.
Alright. So in Panchea, this is like the final part of the run. So we're almost done with it. Like what? We're already done? Yes, we're almost done. We're going to do a lot of sequence breaks. So once again, remember the typhoon, remember the box glitches. If you don't remember that, the exam next week will be very hard on you. Joke aside, we're going to combine them. Why would you combine them is the question. Well,
opa, vem mais coisa aí, gente.
Now it's not
Olha o que ele achou.
To just clip through this area, but we actually need to also hit a trigger to load the next area.
Caixas e elevadores.
Before, most of the time, doors are the trigger to
load
the next area. In this case, it's not. So to deload this area where we are right now and reload the part where we want to go, we need to clip through this door and then do a typhoon. Why do we need to do the typhoon? Can't you just clip through there? Normally, I would say yes, we would just clip through and then we don't have to worry. But in this case, it's special because the trigger for this area is over the door. And what does the typhoon do? Huh? Exactly, it pushes us backwards and upwards. And because of this upwards momentum, we can hit the trigger. And because we hit the trigger, this entire area loads and we don't need to talk with Darrow. Because if you played this game normally, you would need to go to Darrow, have a conversation with him, and either he gives you the key and helps you, or Taggart, that's what's the name. Either he helps you or he refuses to help you. And then he says like, yeah, do whatever you want with me. But we just completely skip that. We never have to talk or see him. So we can just go
basicamente ele te papo pra fazer aí e tal. Ele simplesmente pegou o... vocês podem imaginar a caixa e simplesmente passou pelo trigger necessário que tinha que passar e pulou o diálogo.
And also, fun fact, for some reason, the developers named this part the Star Wars Bridge. I'm not sure why. We found that out when one of the runners back then made a load remover and an auto splitter. Oh no. Also, everyone went crazy, don't worry
Tenho a
about
impressão
it.
que esse jogo tem muitas
He
caixas.
figured out that we call the Star Wars bridge. Why? I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. But just keep that in mind. Also, hey, a box. Oh yeah, and everyone who has augmentations goes crazy. So, well, don't mind that. Also, once again, we're going to throw an EMP grenade at ourselves. And like, why, like, Hanky, why would you shock yourself? Well, the answer is simple. Elevators are slow, right? Right. We want to go fast, right? Right. How can we use that? Well, we shock ourselves so that the Icarus landing system is not going to trigger, so we can drop faster to the ground and time it that way that once you are at the ground, you immediately can...
É isso aí. É o que a gente chama de pensar fora da caixa.
System, get no fall damage and fight the boss. Okay, also the boss is dead. So the laser gun, which we stole from Tong, is very overpowered. It can go through everything, and we just fried the end boss. And yeah, this was basically it. This was Human Revolution. So we're going to press this button, make yourself ready for time. Yeah. Once again, thank you very much for having me here. Thanks for voting Human Revolution. It's been a while since Human Revolution was being shown at the GDQ. Most of the time it was Deus Ex or Mankind Divided, and here we are returning with it. Also, time. And I'm very happy to show all the new tricks and the performance here.
GG aí pro
Once again, thanks very much. Had a lot of fun. This was a blast. My name is Hanky.
Então,
if you want to watch more Deus Ex runs, I do all of them.
Senhores e senhoras, o que aprendemos foi que paredes são sugestões, caixas são deuses e extintores podem fazer milagres.
Games, like any of the Deus Ex games, there is a tutorial for every one of them. Even and they are very friendly. We have a Discord community. We have a Twitch team, which is called 0451, if you understand. And otherwise, everyone stay safe, stay healthy, make sure that nothing happens, and wear a mask, all the standard procedures. And yeah, that's it from me. Hope you had fun, hope you had a blast, and from my point of view, I would say, bye-bye!
E é isso, gente. Esse foi Deus Ex Human Revolution.